attention to what's been happening now in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. The protests there have only intensified over the last 3 to 4 days, and the death toll has now mounted to 10 people who've now died, including 3 policemen. More than 50 civilians have been injured during the course of the violence there. The long march that had been planned to Muzaffarabad in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, which was announced by the Joint Awami Action Committee, continues. People in large numbers are marching towards Muzaffarabad from Rawalkot, Bagh, Neelam, Jhelum, as well as other areas. The Awami Action Committee has named Pakistan Army officer Brigadier PoK for ordering firing on civilians. Let me go across to my colleague Suhail, who will now take us through what's been happening in PoK. It's an extremely dire situation, Suhail, in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. And while the government there has tried to at least claim on paper that it's negotiating with the protesters, the violence has only intensified. 10 people have died and 3 policemen are also reported killed.
Yes, the situation in PoK is extremely tense. At multiple locations, clashes were in fact reported, and the death toll has now gone up to 10, including 3 police personnel have died yesterday during the clash. And today as well, there is a long march that was announced by Joint Awami Action Committee, and people from different areas of, in fact, PoK, which is Rawalkot, in fact, Neelam, Bagh, and other areas of PoK, they are in fact marching towards Pakistan, in fact, Muzaffarabad, which is the capital of PoK. So Joint Awami Action Committee is basically protesting, demanding, in fact, subsidized ration and free electricity and
other amenities, basic rights. Then at the same time, they have put forward 38 demands before the PoK government and in fact federal government as well. Last week we had seen Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif rushing 2 ministers to PoK for talks, but those in fact talks failed because the ministers were of the opinion that some of the demands that the Joint Awami Action Committee is putting forward needs constitutional amendment. So the talks failed, and Joint Awami Action Committee continued with its plan that was to ensure in fact lockdown on 29th of September, and there was multiple other programs that were announced by Joint Awami Action Committee, but we had seen in fact clashes erupting on Neelam Bridge where in fact civilians were killed. And now Joint Awami Action Committee has also named one of the brigadier who is posted there in PoK of Pakistani Army, in fact accusing him of ordering firing on civilians. He's also accused of arming the Muslim conference workers who in fact were seen with pistols and with assault rifles and in fact firing on the civilians. But yes, police, the foreign, in fact federal cops who were and rangers who were in fact dispatched to PoK, around 22,000 in number, had in fact in PoK they in fact fired upon civilians. This resulted in a huge loss of lives, with now in fact officially the PoK administration admitting 10 civilians including 3 police cops have died in these clashes.
So negotiations or attempts at negotiations clearly not working out there in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. A series of demands that have been made by the Joint Awami Action Committee. They've been protesting inflation. They've also demanded subsidized grain and, of course, long-standing political reforms that they've in fact continued demanding for an extended period of time, none of which have been met by that dispensation in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, as well as, of course, the central government in Pakistan. Let's also now turn our attention very shortly